I want to talk about predictive text on text messages. Hey, Toni, hit the middle button 15 times in a row and press send and let's just see what happens.
I was like... Then I was like, oh.
Okie dokie, hun. Sorry for your pain. We all feel pain so often. Life is hard. I know you're not going to get much sleep, but I'm glad you're doing better.
Isn't that the most depressing thing you've ever heard?
Hi, I'm Megan from Victoria, Canada.
This is Jonathan Newton from West Valley, Utah in the United States.
I'm Becky from Ireland
And I approve this podcast.
I want to start the show with my new obsession.
Okay.
We were just talking about weird shit before we hit record.
We were talking about the Play-Doh hairdresser set.
You know, have you get ads for the foam that cleans your sink? And you like pop it on the sink and the foam goes through the thing and comes back out and it's got all the dirt and stuff in it.
No. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit of me. And because I love marketing, I would have bought 10 of those. Have you already? Oh my God, are you starting this episode by saying you brought us all some of the sink foam?
I wish I could.
Oh.
Because I'm an enjoy.
Why?
I'm an enjoy the video. Toni, if you're new here, is a buy the thing immediately.
I am.
Yeah. If I see it again, which... Oh, how good are those foam things?
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, they see me coming from a fucking mile away.
But today is the first day of a new chapter for Toni and Ryan. Every show is on YouTube from today.
Yeah.
It's a positive day. I did come in a bit grumpy. Charles and I have thrown mandarins at each other.
Yeah.
There's a citrusy smell in the thing and I'm back.
It actually is quite a nice smell that a thrown mandarin gives off.
Yeah.
And can you imagine if you bought a candle or like a diffuser or something and like the sexy description was like aroma of thrown mandarin or like aroma of burst citrus skin lingers in the air.
Your car will be so fresh and clean. It'll feel like Charles and Ryan just threw mandarins at each other.
Just threw a mandarin in the air.
Yeah. And you'll go, ooh.
A recent pulverized fruit lingers beyond.
Pulverized? The story wasn't that bad.
No, but it's the catch. It's the soft mandarin hitting your hand. Yeah. That's where the smell comes from.
Can you say that again slowly? And give it some.
I can't even remember what I said.
That's soft mandarin hitting your hand.
That's soft mandarin hitting your hard calloused hand after a long day of work. The skin bursts open and releases a soft zing of juices into the air. You realise that relaxation does exist. And ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Now it is a new day of a new chapter. I was feeling bad, now I'm feeling good. And I need to ask...
That's good because I was in a really good mood. And then you came in and I was like...
Yeah, and the mandarin stress...
has kind of brought us back up.
Yeah.
And then talking about the Play-Doh hairdresser actually really helped, I'll be honest.
But I do need to just...
Papaya?
But like...
Sorry.
Toni's got papaya on her shirt.
I've just had a fucking breakdown, I think.
Well,
something's just
I actually do need to do a welfare check.
I sound like a minion. Bubble, banana, papaya.
I actually need to ask a serious question about where you're at wellness-wise.
Why? Because I look so good at the moment.
You look beautiful. On YouTube 4 days a week. Cameras on, face on.
Camera 1, camera 2.
The reason I need to ask about your welfare is because I want to talk about predictive text on text messages.
Honestly, so fair.
Let me bring everyone up to speed on Toni and I's friendship.
Oh.
Are you watching, you listening, anyone who's got a text messaging app on their phone, open it up. And if you go to text someone, there will be 3 words, which is the 3 starting points of a predictive text in your phone. And because Toni and I live very exciting lives, I go, hey, Toni, hit the middle button 15 times in a row and press send and let's just see what happens.
Do you have the screenshots there?
Okay. Mate, I am ready to go.
I was literally about to scroll through. I was like, that's going to take me 3 fucking months.
Yeah.
We text a lot.
I know I just pitched a really great idea, but I am going to need you guys to put your phone down and pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know that
or if you're watching or listening, press pause, go and do it, and then come back so we can concentrate.
I'm just set up. Yeah. Let me just reiterate. If you could pick up your phone, but then put it back down.
No, like so you know what I'm talking about.
If you could pick up your phone and then not do that, but listen instead, that would be awesome.
Or hit pause. Go and have a play and then come back. But I just look, the two of these guys over here, Sophie
You
and Charlie.
both picked up your phones and we're like, "Bull."
And I'm like, we're still on. So when I'm talking into the camera, I'm talking to like the audience watching from home or listening in their car or at the gym.
Well, if you're in your
you
car,
work here. You both work. You still have to pay attention.
If you're in the car, don't do it.
Don't do it in the
I
car.
already did my clap earlier, so I think
Yeah.
I'm done.
Sophie's got the clap.
Yeah.
We're all really worried.
So I push it 15 times, and this is what my text says, and it kind of shows you like who you've been texting without showing you.
Well, it gives a vibe.
This is what mine said. I could do that, but I can also pick it up on the way home, but I do need to do a little more work. I'd be happy with that if that's okay. Clearly,
Work chat.
yeah, but also most of my texts are just between my wife and I being like, what time are you home? Can you pick up Mabel? Can you pick up this?
Yeah.
And that's like the fun of my life.
Well, the only people you text is probably your wife and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Tony goes, oh, how fun. Let me do it. Okie dokie, hun. Sorry for your pain. We all feel pain so often. Life is hard. I know you're not going to get much sleep, but I'm glad you're doing better.
Isn't that the most depressing thing you've ever heard? And I hit set because I was like, I'm pressing the button, and then I was like, oh, and then I messed it like physically, and I was like, fuck, that's grim actually. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I think I called you after that. I'm like, is everything okay,
And I was
dude?
like, is everything all right? And I was like, sorry. I think I'm obviously like,
How are you and the family? Yeah.
No, people are obviously venting to me at the moment
people
or
are
something.
really going through
and
it.
I'm like, hey, sorry, babe. But why would the phone do that to me?
No, let's like give.
I'm a really good person.
Let's give Apple a chance here.
Oh.
Were they close?
Well, the only person I text is you.
And I'm feeling a lot of pain.
Yeah. Yeah, the only person I text is you. But then I did another one with a different button.
So, yes. It turns out the middle button is like kind of playing it straight.
Yeah.
The right is a bit fun and the left is down to fuck.
Yeah. They all have their own personalities,
yeah.
which we learn.
Yeah.
Ryan and I are doing a lot of experimenting off air.
We are.
The break was very good to us.
This is what I said next when I was starting. I think this is the right button because it was just a bit wild. Tony, I'm just going home and I'm not going back to sleep until you come over and get your hair cut. And didn't we lose it after that one?
And then I said, be there in 10 minutes. You know, just having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I love to have fun.
Yeah. Now, well,
It was the Play-Doh hairdresser.
Yeah. Now-
Ryan was going to cut my hair with the Play-Doh hairdresser.
Mabel will take care of you if you're in the salon.
Just a chip, chip,
Have you
chip.
seen Mabel brush my hair?
No, I haven't.
It was a lot more fun and a lot less painful when I had longer hair because now she gets the brush and I've got like a shaved head.
Yeah.
And those little spiky
the
things.
bristles get right
Oh.
into your fucking scalp.
Yeah, and she's
They
like, oh,
do.
brush Dad's hair. I'm
Yeah.
like, it fucking hurts,
You're
sweetheart.
like, hey, I don't do that to you when I brush your hair. Like, you want to kind of be like, think about how it feels when I do it. Gentle. It's
Yeah,
nice.
gentle.
Yeah.
The final piece of the puzzle of Tony's welfare check is before the break, you posted a TikTok. And the vibe of the TikTok was, I've never felt better and I hate it so much.
Someone get a tissue. Someone get a tissue.
Get a tissue. Someone get a tissue. Oh my God, Sophie's fallen. Oh. Oh, are you?
We're on YouTube. It's our first time.
Our
It's our
first-
first time on YouTube. I've got snot everywhere.
For those listening who didn't see that, a big bit of green snot came out of Tony's nose.
That is like the biggest hunk of snot.
The first date on any other episode on the previous 900, you would have got away with that.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
what were you saying about
Hey.
the welfare check?
I feel your pain. We all go through this together and we all snort out green boogers on camera on YouTube.
That was humbling, actually.
It
that
was.
one.
Should
I
I-
didn't even feel like I'm not sick or anything. I was a like firm boog.
Should
Sorry.
I thought we would just play your Or
Play the TikTok?
have you hit rock bottom and
No,
we're done now?
no. I've always got room to go down further.
No, but I think
And I'm
people might
always
agree with
saying
this.
You know, something's really pissed me off is that I'm in a really, really good mood. Like I've got the sillies. I'm in a good mood and I feel like, so fun. And you know why? I reckon it's because I went for a fucking walk after work. Fresh air, go outside, go move your body. Well, it works. Fuck you.
And it did really piss me off because it was like, well, then if I want to be in another good mood tomorrow, I'm going to go for fuck off. Why does it work? There's so many comments on there. There's one person who said, about a year ago, I started eating whole foods and exercising 3 times a week. I've never liked life more and I fucking hate it.
So
Relatable.
everyone's feeling good. Everyone's having a good day.
The snot, though. Yeah, sorry. This episode is brought to you by the new Binge Original Series Mixtape, now streaming on Binge.
It's the show everyone's talking about, and it got us all asking, what if you had a second chance with your first love?
Ooh. Spanning over decades, the mixtape love story unfolds through the music that brought Daniel and Alison together, tore them apart, and now reconnects them. Can't keep up. Offering them both a second chance at first love.
Every song is a love letter in the new series Mixtape, now streaming on Binge.
Put that in the marketing. New to Binge, sign up now from just $10 a month at binge.com.au and start streaming today.
Hi, I'm Megan from Victoria, Canada.
This is Jonathan Newton from West Valley, Utah in the United States.
I'm Becky from Ireland, and
And you're listening to Toni and Ryan.
A massive shout out to a few of our champion tappers who, really keep the lights on here.
Yeah.
Even though I snotted everywhere just earlier.
Keep the lights on, keep the fridge full of food and the nose full of snot.
Yeah, and hey, that's what we're here for.
Yep.
Liam Lilly, good on you, Lily.
Thanks,
No,
Lily.
that's Lily. Liam Lilly.
Thanks, Liam.
Andrea Olin, thank you, Andrea.
Oh, what would you like for your entree?
Oh, do you know what I could really go? Do you want to hear the craziest coincidence chat of all time? Okay, Torbs and I were in the car on Saturday, right? We drove past this place and it said, like, Pinky's closing down.
Oh, Pinkies.
Yeah, it's like this place in Preston. I'm done. I'm going back on holiday. So it was like Pinky's closing down. It was like a sign on something. And Torbs goes, oh no, that's that place we had those lobby rolls that time. It was really good. And I was like, no, that wasn't Pinky's. That was Pinchy's. And he goes, oh, you're right. It was too. Then we get an email on Sunday that Pinchy's is closing down. What are the odds of that?
It is not a good time for businesses starting with PI.
N.
And who?
P-I-N.
Pin-
Keys, pin cheese.
Are they sure? Maybe the reason they're both out of business is they were too
close,
similar.
too
Yeah,
similar.
everyone's getting confused.
But what
when
are
you
the
rock up
odds
to
of-
Pinky's Pizza Place and you start ordering lobster and they're like...
Yeah, and they're like, nah, wrong guys.
Yeah.
They're the ones next door that do
yeah.
the lobby
Pinchy's makes more sense
for it.
for a lobster, yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
is crazy.
Isn't that wild? And I was like, oh my God, we were just talking about that yesterday. It's in the city and it's like this lobby role play. I mean, it's shut.
Is it shut or closing?
I'm not sure.
Because I was going to say, do we this weekend go for
Last ditch. Go for a bell.
a pink and a punch for the first day of the month?
No return. It's the 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for my entree, I'd love a lobby roll is like where I was going. Tara, good on you, Tara.
Thanks, Tara.
Tamika Jade, love you, Tamika. Jeffrey Dillo, pass me the pillow. Jordan. What?
I really liked that.
Yeah. Yeah, same. That's tickled me right.
Jordan, love you, Jordan. Jessara, Morgan Wright, Morgan Wrong, Cara Dickinson, and happy birthday for Kate Bloomer for over the weekend on the 5th of July. Had
Happy
a fucking
birthday.
shocker the last 2 years, so love you, Kate.
This year's your year.
I reckon.
Yeah.
It's a new financial year.
Yeah.
This is the beautiful thing about it, isn't it? Is
Yeah.
that you've already done your tax probably.
Yeah,
So
she
like
goes-
there's that stress
She
gone
goes,
for the
new
year.
year, new me. I've done my tax, got my tax return, invested in this new business called Pinchy's, and everything's looking up. So
Is this really cool place? They do lobby rolls. I'm really excited
Next
about
year,
it.
I've had 3 year bad years in a row. Like, this year's my year.
The phone call to the accountant. Yes, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a 4th time.
Anyway, little bit of fun.
But I found this new business called Blockbuster.
After I lost all my money to Netflix before they changed to streaming, the DVD version. Oh, nah, pause, something in my eye.
We'll wait.
What I will say actually while we're waiting is,
No, I reckon you just concentrate on that and let me. I'll just let me take over
do you
and
want
you
to
take
do
care of that.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube every day now, like every episode, 4 days a week: Monday, Tuesday,
The
Wednesday,
only tissue
Thursday.
I've got's snot on it, so I can't.
Yeah, let's get her another tissue.
Talent needs a tissue. Thank you. Be faster next time.
You'll still get your fix on a Friday. We are doing reaction videos on Friday. So YouTube, there's 5 shows a week, but only 4 podcasts a week because videos, it's like harder.
Takes a bit longer to edit is basically the long version of the story.
Yeah.
Takes a bit longer to edit, but now there's 4 episodes a week of all YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So you can listen or you can watch. Or do you know what I think I would do? Because I'm like in fucking up YouTube's fucking pussy at the moment.
Yeah.
What I would do is listen every day and then watch on YouTube on the weekend. That's what I would do.
What I would do is listen twice every day. The audio.
What I would do is
watch
download
3
on
times,
all apps that it's
and
available
then sign
on,
up
and then
all my cousins to Patreon. That's what I would do.
I would gift every person you've ever met.
But essentially, it's the trade-off of lots of people wanted video every day, and we're like, well, it's either that or
if we're
5,
doing
and
that,
so
yeah.
that was
and
what we
also,
chose.
You know, I can't keep snotting on the internet, so we had to bring it back
To just 5 YouTube episodes a week. Yeah.
Just the 4 pod episodes and a reaction video.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I can hold it
Yeah.
in for that.
Now, because it is a new chapter and a new era,
I love that you keep saying chapter. Like it's so fun, and because we are
we
like,
don't really have seasons.
I was
I
about
feel
to
like I want to
say,
have seasons.
We're like always on, so
Yeah.
there isn't like season 1, season 2.
Should we just start and go, oh, it's season 8?
What if we started now at season 1?
Nah.
And all of the stuff before was like ground zero.
Was pilot.
To see if we get picked up.
Yeah, we did 900 and something episodes to get a feel for
Just
it.
to see if we were into it. And
Yeah.
we're not. So this is actually the last
Yeah.
one.
But because we are in a new era, and sorry to bring off-air chat onto the show, Tony, but there's something that's been bubbling away behind the scenes. Tony's been
My anger.
Tony's been cooking up a new segment for this new era, and I'm just going to ask the question straight up.
Yeah.
Are you entering your shock jock era? Because Tony would like to pitch Hot Take Tony.
Hot Take Tony. Great title.
Great title.
I think that they're like, really hits ya.
It does. But
I don't think it's shock jock vibes, though that does sound like what it is when you say like, oh, I've got a hot take about the cricket.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very like AM, FM.
will cricket be entering Hot Take Tony?
I actually do have a hot take in regards to cricket.
Okay, that's interesting.
Would you like to hear the one that...
No, you can save it for today's a planning day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Now-
So live brainstorm.
Live brainstorm.
Yeah.
I've got some good. So, yes or no?
Just looking at some of the hot takes I've got in here.
Do you stand by them all?
Because I had to start writing them down because it was actually a form of journaling that I'd have a thought and I'd be like, I've got to write that down and get it out of my mind.
Yep.
You know what's fucking sucked me right in? I watched this YouTube video about like someone who's rolling 3 journals. Yeah. And so I have actually
Is that too many?
I don't know, but the way that they did it was like a morning pages journal. So your one in the morning where you do your 3 like stream of consciousness ones, which I try and I'm not super
I don't know if
good.
any of them are. If you're trying, as in...
The morning pages one I actually feel is really valuable for me
Yeah.
because I wake up and I have so many thoughts
I
get
mean,
them out and empty them
I don't
out.
think anyone's doing 7 days a week. As in, I love the intention, but I'm
Yeah.
like, if we're being real,
The consistency
if you get a couple
is
away
tough,
each week, great.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's just knowing and also not being like, well, I missed today, so I'm not going to do it anymore.
That's
the hard. It's like overcoming that. So that, and then he had like kind of creative ideas journal of
Yep.
like, oh, I've just had an idea about that, put that in. So that was his second journal. And the third one was called the Zibaldone.
Is that a kebab or something?
Oh, doesn't that sound yummy?
It's like
no.
beef, garlic sauce.
So this is actually like really interesting. The Zip Aldoni one
Was
that
mine
he
not?
had. No, that is interesting.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. So it's an Italian word for heap of things. I've literally still got it open because I was like, that's so interesting. I
Heap
want to
of things.
remember heap of things, and it's like the eclectic nature of the journal, and so it's like that. It's just whatever, like the interests and observations and the thoughts and the whatever, and it's just like a bit of a brain dump.
I like that. And how's
Which is
your
really
Hebrew
cool.
Zona going?
I don't have.
Okay.
I've ordered it, and it's coming today apparently.
Watch this space.
And then I got this cool little journal folder where all three of them can sit in the same area. And the little folio, I got it right, end of financial year, should have been $56. Got it for $25.
And you can claim it on tax. It's already back.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's
Profit.
I've made money.
Yeah.
And then because it was supposed to be $55, I got it for $25. The debossing was only $10. So really, I'm like fully up, and it's hot pink, and it's like deboss and says Toni on the bottom.
You have been busy.
Yeah. I hate to say it. New financial year, new me.
I hate that.
I love it.
Also, did you know it's only...
There is just so much opportunity. There is so much out there. Do you know what I mean? And I just absolutely am just like coming for the universe right now.
I reckon...
I'm no longer wet for life. I'm coming for the universe. That is the title of the episode, obviously. Or new financial year, new me.
Yeah.
Open to both.
Did you know it's only a new financial year in Australia?
When's the financial year in the Americas?
April?
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, it really is.
April.
Yes, I believe so. Can
Oh,
someone
so
check?
it's Easter and then you're doing your tax.
Awful.
How are you supposed
First
to...
of October.
1st of October?
well,
That's
that's
the exact
the
opposite
opposite.
of Easter.
Exact.
Or maybe that's the halfway point.
October.
Maybe your taxes are due in April from October.
Correct.
Sure, Bert.
That is... That's made me feel physically ill.
All right, well...
Okay, hot take. I don't think that the financial year should start in October.
Yeah. Lay it down.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of hot takes you can look forward to.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a few more questions here.
Not all the hot takes are negative. Like that I think that's an important thing to say. Not all of them are like, I hate this. Some of them are good.
Yeah, but if you say I love this and other people don't like it.
Well, some of them are like a hot take opinion. I've got a really good one here. Should I save it?
What are the ones that aren't that?
Okay, so one of them
No.
is...
We're brainstorming. Because, and the reason I don't want you to waste these, because here are some of the things that have come up in off-air
how
chats.
many am I going to have per day? Can that be a question that we
No,
come up
just
with?
one. Just one.
One hot take. Oh, I thought I was laying three down.
No.
You're not... What are you going to do? So I'm going to say it, then you're going to ask questions.
It's not my segment. I'll just hang out over here.
No, but like I've got the
Me
hot
and Soph
take.
will just get ready with the tissues.
Yeah.
I've got the hot take, but then...
And that's for snot, not for jerking it, obviously. Depends on the take.
Yeah. One of them. might be
Let
for
me ask these
jerking it.
questions.
Okay.
Because there has been a lot of chat. First one is you said, I would like to have flames behind me.
I did say that.
Yeah, so Charles is here, our technical
Is that
guru.
possible, Charles? Could we have pyro?
You want full pyros?
Well,
Real,
pyro, or we
definitely.
could have like a screen and the screen's got flames.
I prefer the pyro.
What if I was
Does
wearing...
the room prefer the pyro?
What
Does
if-
the landlord prefer the pyro?
That's good. Yeah, we are renting.
Hmm.
Peek behind the curtain. Rent is crazy at the moment. That's
Yeah.
a hot take. What if I created
Hmm.
like a collar?
The next thing is you also said I would like jacket with flames on it.
Yeah.
Now, are the flames stitched in or is the pyro in the jacket?
I'm on fire. What if I created like a big collar and that had the flames on it, and I looked like
Like you put your hot take Tony jacket on, which has a collar.
has the big collar on it, and like
Collar up, Mark
Don't we
Wall.
have an Olympic flame from last year's?
Oh, that's...
Tabathon?
it's very loud.
It's so loud.
Ring the whole time. I think it
It
actually
lasted
might
about
have.
4 minutes of Tarbathon till goal because it was so
'Cause it
loud.
was so
I think it's
loud.
in the next room. We do have a DIY Olympic torch over there.
Yeah, you can't even tell it's DIY. That looks like it's on fire. Every morning I come in, I go. I'm worried that it's set on fire. I get scared. Okay, I've got a hot take. I just look like the fucking Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. And a good one.
Lady Liberty.
Yeah. You also said, can I have dark glasses? I feel like I want to be Guy Fieri.
I do think that's the vibe. I think the only thing, obviously, with the wraparound sunglasses that
You
They
buy them
have
at a service station.
to be prescription because I can't see.
You don't put them over the top of your
Well, then how would they wrap around if they were on the outside of these glasses?
No, you put those ones on the outside. So you put your tight wraparound speed dealers on, and then you put your reading glasses just comfortably over the top.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's a work in progress, isn't it?
But seriously, Charles, what would our options be with flames?
Well, pyro is option one. We could do the screen. Let me have a think about it though.
Because we can wheel the screen in behind you just for the segment, then wheel it out again.
What if it was like there was a big stand behind me and I put like streamers and stuff on it, so it looked so it looked a bit like that, but it was like dropping down behind me like a photo wall at a fucking
That would be easier than pyrotechnics each
day.
week.
Cheaper. Yeah.
4 eps a
Yes,
week.
Sophie?
Unprecedented fourth option.
Oh, yeah.
What if it was we just had a green screen and then we could put whatever kind of fire we want?
A grussy scrussy.
How do we feel about Grussy Scrussies?
I don't know. I don't like that when it's sometimes a little bit
Furry around the corners?
Furry.
Yeah.
How did you get that from me going,
Because I know you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's just when it's not properly lit though.
I'm lit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're lit.
Yeah.
I've got it. What did I say before the show? Let me make that my You Love to See It.
I don't recall you saying that. I don't think you said that out loud to us humans, but I've got one that while you're trying to think about that, if you
So
want.
next Monday.
Hot take Tony. We'll have figured out the pyro. We'll have
can
figured
we
out
make
the
it a
bangle.
vote?
Oh, what, do you
Should
wanna-
it be pyro, green screen, or we'll make a background? And does Toni need flames coming off her jacket, like an outfit? What was the thing it was about? Officeworks. I said, I'll talk about that.
Was it about you binding that book? Like my idea
No,
about
but I
binding
did.
that book? Yeah.
I did.
I don't know what it was.
Well,
I've actually come prepared because I did my work at home.
I've got to You Love to See It. And
Speaking of fire, I'm playing with it right now.
you are playing with it, but I need you to get on board because I think you're going to agree this is fucking
Can I
huge
just
news.
say everyone's on board?
Great.
We're on board. Yeah. Safe space.
Are you on board with being on board because you feel defensive?
Don't lash out.
Now, what's been our favourite shop over the last month or so?
Officeworks.
Thank you. Officeworks is
Stupid
fantastic.
question.
My love to see it is Officeworks. Now, I get sent this text after I printed my university stuff from Officeworks like Toni recommended because she doesn't want to see me use the work one because shit gets fucking ugly in here.
Nah, but also how good that you can just upload it, fuck it off, all good.
So I get sent a text saying, how did you like the printing service?
Oh, and you went out of 5, 6.
7.5 out
Yeah.
of 5. It was great. The lady at the front desk was fantastic. They made some editorial decisions, which they decided it made more sense for that to go there. And I was like, yep, great, love it.
That's what you want, though. Take the decision making out of my brain.
So I not only gassed them up in the review,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say like advice, but I was like, I love this. I'd love to keep doing that. Yes, Toni.
Question: was it a review directly with them, like via when they send an email being like, "How did you find our service?" Or was it like a Google review?
No. They sent me a link to their like in-house thing, and then the store manager messages and said, "Your advice and feedback has actually been great, and we're going to implement some of it." And
You're a celebrity. That's amazing.
and this is. I've been invited to join Talking Point, the Officeworks community panel. We are inviting all enthusiastic individuals to sign up for the Talking Points community panel. We love your feedback and we'd love to get you in and understand your perspectives and behaviors. Your insights are so invaluable and you'll help enhance our products and services. We'd love to have you join the Officeworks team. Have a fucking look at that. My life is pretty much complete now.
That's better than an OAM. Officeworks of Australia medal. You'll be able to put that
OAM.
OAM. Ryan John
Officeworks
Dunn.
Australia
OAM.
member. I'm updating my LinkedIn.
I'm actually emotional.
Same. And hard, but more emotional.
Oh, my pussy's wet.
Yeah.
I'm crying from both sides.
How would you feel if you were in a bar and a guy comes up to you and goes,
Oh, I'd come. I'd throw this ring into the fucking ocean and be like, fuck me with your OAM. Yeah. That's amazing.
I go, hey, I'm 6'5", earn 100 grand and I'm in finance. And you go, oh, that's pretty great. And you go, I work for Officeworks. And Tony's just like...
Not even just working for Officeworks, but part of the OAM. Sign me up. That is impressive.
Sorry for going first, because I know it's going to be hard to compete with that.
That actually really is very good. I've got a you love to see here from Jen, who sent this through in Patreon. And Jen says, so I at my job, I call people all day.
Yep.
And because no one answers the phone anymore, she's like, I leave a lot of messages.
Yep.
And she said, I forgot to hang up and played the podcast. And the first thing that played was, and the first rule is never eat the food at an orgy.
Yeah.
And that got included in the message that Jen left. So she's obviously being like, hi, this is Jen from Officeworks.
Yep.
If you could give me a call back at your earliest convenience, we wanted to book in your Geeks to You service. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Presses play.
Never eat food at an orgy. And then goes,
eat it if you want, I don't want to. Fuck, Jen.
Jen goes, I realised I never hung up. And they paid their bill pretty fast after that.
I bet they did.
They go, oh, we better just get this fucking lunatic off our case.
Someone is hunting us down for money, and it seems like she likes eating pretzels at an orgy.
Yeah, and she's a madman.
She's crazy.
But I love to see that. Thank you for listening at work and in a high-risk environment.
Yeah.
That's actually commitment to the cause, and that's exactly what we want to see.
It really is. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts, if you follow or subscribe or whatever the button is, that really helps us out on the back end. YouTube is the same. If you hit subscribe, it really helps us. So thank you so much. Tomorrow, some tappers have sent through their confessions.
These are top confessions.
I've got a confession from a substitute teacher. Because you know how they normally like cop it a bit?
Yeah.
Like the kids go, oh, substitute teacher, we can play up a bit today.
Yeah. Or substitute teacher probably don't have to do anything today.
Yeah. No.
Not the case.
Wow.
We'll
fuck
see.
around with this substitute teacher and find out.
I love it when people say fuck around and find out.
Yeah, same.
Love you so much. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.